It's a topic that Governor Lee says is one of his top priorities, and now the findings of a new task force on criminal justice reform may help guide lawmakers ahead of this year's legislative session.
News Channel 5's Jason Lamb takes a look at what the group found.
Criminal justice reform has been a priority of Governor Bill Lee since his very first day in office.
We need to help nonviolent offenders re-enter society, not re-enter prison.
So Lee put together the Tennessee Criminal Justice Investment Task Force, a group that published recommendations last month, some of which may be suggested as legislation for this year on Capitol Hill. One concern, punishing former inmates on parole for things like getting fired from work because they stayed home to wait on a check from their parole officer. That's something State Representative Michael Curcio says can send parolees back to prison.
In the end, he will actually serve a longer sentence because of that technical violation than he would have if he'd have just turned parole down and said no thank you.
Lawmakers may also begin a complete rewrite of the state's criminal code. Current versions contain complicated options, often with wide-ranging sentences, variances that Curcio says don't make sense.
It doesn't give victims a whole lot of comfort because they really have no idea what amount of time somebody's actually going to serve. And again, the offender themselves, it's hard for them to plan what their recovery and their reentry looks like if they don't really know how long they're going to be there.
But Lee may face another aspect of criminal justice this year as the state attorney general has asked the state Supreme Court to give 9 more death row inmates execution dates. Governor Lee has remained more private about that issue, but he has not stopped a single execution under his watch so far. Jason Lamb, News Channel 5.